time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Leonardo Fidalgo, and today we are kind of taking a step further from the other two episodes because in the first episode I told you a little about how this podcast work or the purpose of the creation of this podcast, and a little bit about my story and my past. The second one, we talked about the power of a why, of having a purpose in life, having something big or bigger than you that you work towards, a purpose or a why. And on this episode, we're about to dive into the part of where you rebuild yourself, your mindset, your emotions, and everything towards that purpose and that why that we talked about and that we tried to figure out in the first episode. So, yeah, this episode, rebuilding yourself, your mindset, the way you look at life, do a little bit of self reflection, have a little bit more of awareness, and all that. So you can take your life to the next level to become or be someone that can push yourself further than the normal and the standard um, person, I guess. But yeah, to rebuild yourself and kind of become a little different than the person who doesn't dive that much into herself, just goes with the flow and the things that people say. To become someone more unique, you kind of have to first of all know your purpose, your why, of course, that we dive into in the previous episode. So if you haven't done that, I'll probably recommend you to watch episode 2. But on this one, we'll go further, and after we figure it out, our purpose, we have to decide that we really want to change. We have to embrace the change, and for that, we have to like kind of switch our mindset. But first, be open to switch our mindset and embrace the change that's going to happen. Once you decide that you really want to change and pursue your goals and your purpose, your why, um, well, now you have to switch your mindset and become kind of more spiritual, not like not a religious kind of spiritual. If you have that, good for you. I'm happy for you, but I'm not here to promote any type of religion or something. But you have to understand that there's something bigger, like destiny or universe or whatever, and that universe and destiny or a god, if you're any into any type of religion, is breaking life down for you or making stuff happen for you and not against you. Okay, so he's doing stuff to make you a better person, improve yourself, and that's what's gonna switch your mindset. If you look at life, um, even in your past or in your present, afraid of the future, you can see stuff that, well, you usually see it as an obstacle, as a problem. But if you think in a bigger way, in terms of destiny or the universe, and I really like to do it when I look at the past. Bad stuff happened to me in the past, right? Like everybody, like my friend broke up with me, or my boss just fired me or whatever. And at the time, or I don't have enough money to pay the rent or stuff, I have family problems or whatever. At the time, it all looks like an obstacle and a big problem. And that's where your some of the mindset switches will help you. Instead of being depressed and sad about your situation, embrace it as an opportunity to become better and take yourself to the next level. And usually, when I look at my past and the problems and bad things that happened to me, and that I took as a opportunity to improve, the bigger the trauma or the problem that I surpassed, the more I improved after, as a person, as an athlete, as a boyfriend, as a son, as a friend, and I became overall better. So, my first advice for you guys to change your mindset and embrace the change is just know that whatever is happening to make you better instead of making of happening to make you, how do you say it, like sad or bring you down. See everything as a opportunity to improve. Whatever the universe or destiny brings to you, it's not to bring you down or destroy you. It's here to help you grow in some way that you don't see right now, but sometime in the future you will notice that whatever happened, it happened for you to improve and get to a better spot. You may not know where you're going when you're going through it, that it's bringing you to your next level, but it will bring you to your next level if you embrace it, if you embrace the challenge, if you fight against it. But if you just give up and let yourself go through the emotions and everything that's happening, you kind of fail the challenge. So if you fail the challenge, you will stay in the same place. Unless you decide to embrace the challenge and surpass, you will get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So embrace life as life problems as opportunities instead of obstacles or problems. Next, you got to do some self-reflection, of course. Self-reflection that we did in the episode 2 as well. But this time we know our purpose and we know our why. So what do we need to do to become a better human and take ourselves to the next level? We have to analyze deeply ourselves and be comfortable by seeing our flaws and knowing that we have flaws and how can we fix them. You have to be vulnerable and able to open yourself, because if you don't do it, you will suppress everything and you won't evolve. Because if you don't try to see where the problem comes from, you really try to see where deep down in your roots, where the problem began in the past or whatever, you won't fix it and you just stay the same. Like, there's people who don't open to other people because in the past they were hurted, or there's people that don't like to, how do you say, like, feel their emotions because or they were raised by a family who didn't show much emotion, so that's the only thing they know, or they just go with the thing that the family taught them: no emotions, never show emotions. And that can be overwhelming in the future. If you want to have like big things and become better, be successful, you have to deal with emotions for sure. I mean, everybody has to, but the highest level you are, if you don't control your emotions, you will break when the pressure comes. And for that not to happen, you have to control your emotions and know yourself deep down. And in order to do that, you have to open yourself, either to yourself or to other people. But you have to open yourself, because if you keep all the emotions inside, you will explode at some point, and you will explode towards someone. Like if someone just catches you in a bad day and says something or does something, you will explode towards them, and it's not their fault. It's just all the things that you accumulated throughout the years are coming out at once. So that's not good, and it will bring you like chaos into your life. So don't do that. Embrace your emotions, feel them, and because as soon as you feel them and you acknowledge them, the sooner you will, how do you say, like control them, accept that you have them, and you'll be able to understand them and move on. So first we have to embrace the change, switch our mindsets, and then do some self-reflection on our past and our current behaviors and past behaviors, and see that we have flaws, but we are here to work to fix those flaws. Everybody has flaws, everybody has something they try to run from, and um, that is not that doesn't make them the best human. But if you're willing to dive deep into that problem or thing that you have to solve it, and you want to solve it, you will be able to and become a better person. So we touch on this third point. That was a self-reflection. I got some notes here. And the fourth point, I would say, it's resilience. You got to be resilient towards the challenges, because if you give up at the first try, you will not be able to go through the storm. In the second point, we said mindset switch. You have to see problems as opportunities. Yes, you have to see them, but you have to work to be able to surpass those problems, to have the opportunity in the end. So you don't have just to know that, you don't have just to know that, this is the universe trying to show me something. You have to be able to be resilient and to embrace the challenge, because sometimes those problems that become opportunities will put you so down in your life that you don't see a way out ever. But if you're resilient, you will bounce back from that downside, and you will go so up that you will trespass the current situation you were before. Like, let me see if I can kind of give you an example. So, I don't know. Well, I had a really nice year this year, 2023. I had a really bad beginning of the year. Honestly, I was pretty depressed, was crying every time I came home from my workouts because I was lonely. I felt fucking lonely. And despite I had a lot of friends, but everybody has their lives. And when you don't have a partner or something, stuff gets lonely. So I was pretty down. And then I decided, I'm going to Rome. I went to Rome by myself, travel and everything. And then when I came back and when I was there, I mean, it was pretty cool, Rome and the Vatican and everything. I met Chris Bumstead, which is pretty cool. But I still was empty. Something was off. I wasn't happy. Deep down, I wasn't happy. And then an opportunity came where I met people at Gasp, this brand, in Better Bodies, and I had the opportunity to join them in one of the best weeks of my life. And I met people that I've been looking up since I was like 13 or 14. I trained with them, and I mean, I was able to be in contact with people that I never thought I would ever meet in my life. And I was there with them like we were friends and not like I was a fan, you know? And that was pretty awesome. Um, and what do I want to say with this? So, my beginning, like the first 5 6 months of the year were pretty bad, but every day I would just tell myself, you do what's necessary today, that give everything you got today. Do your cardio in the morning, do your abs, do your workout, go to work, put yourself in the best position to win. So when the opportunity comes, I didn't know where the when the storm would end. Every day I was just pushing myself, living a day at a time, without thinking much on the future. I mean, of course, we have goals and everything in the future, but just live a day at a time. Because if you stress so much about the future, you aren't able to focus yourself in the present. And the present is where you are. You should focus on that. Uh, and that's what I was doing, just living day by day. Even if I was sad or happy, I would do it at the best of my ability. And when the opportunity came and I met the right people, I was ready. I was ready to jump to the next level. And you know what? When I told you guys that you got to be resilient to be able to bounce back even higher than you ever imagined, that's was that time that I went to that week and met those people. That was the first time, I'll probably one of the first times in my life that I probably really believed in something bigger. And I really relate to this quote that says, oh, how do you say it? Like, let me explain it in a different way. Probably, uh, you never know when the storm will end, right? uh, what I want to say with this is, you might be moving towards your success and your goal, but you might not see it. Okay, and there's like, this is the quote I was looking for. The ice cube, I mean water, is ice until 0 degrees, right? So from 100 to 0 degrees, it's ice. From zero up, it turns to water. So your storm is 100 less is less 100 degrees to zero. You don't know where you are in this part, because there will always be the problem. The problem is whatever number it is until zero. So you might be in less 98 degrees or at 1 degree, less 1 degree, I mean. So you might be really close to be able to your opportunity. So you never know how far you are from your opportunity. And that opportunity, destiny, will make it so big that not even you, what you dreamed of, can explain it. I never was in my plans or my dreams to be able to work out with those people. I always looked up for them to them, and I thought, damn, it wasn't even in my head ever to meet some of those people or to even work out with them. Not That wasn't possible in my head, because was not a reality. Never, no one in Portugal had ever done it. So why would I be me? Would be me the first person to do it, right? Like, it wasn't even like, imagine I ask you to invent something no one invented. How difficult is that? Because it's something new. You have to begin from zero. So it's pretty much impossible. It's Of course it's possible, but it's, I mean, pretty difficult to do because there's a lot of stuff in the world. So something came up that wasn't a reality before and I never dreamed of. I never thought that in the beginning of the year or when I was 14 that I would be working out with the people I looked up for, look up to. Um, so yeah, just be resilient, push through the problem, know that it's an opportunity that will help you to surpass your problem. If you know that that problem is putting in your life to make you a better person and you're really willing to face it, that will help you. Knowing that it's an opportunity to rise will for sure help you to be resilient and to surpass it. So the fifth point I want to talk about is, oh, this is a really important one, and I really, really like it, is cultivating a positive mindset. Always staying positive, surround yourself with positive people. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Become someone positive. Don't don't look at life as don't look at life with dark eyes and always see bad in people or always be mad at some actions or whatever. The world is full of that, and it's pretty sad. I i on my day-to-day basis, I really do some small actions that make some people happy sometimes, and I really like that because the world is so full of hatred and sadness and envy. Oh man, it's just sad, the amount of bad bad stuff happening in the world. Why wouldn't you try to do something positive or think positive? But yeah, and having positive people around you, not people who say you can do anything, everything, and all that are overly positive. Of course, that's not the best. Of course, I mean, I would rather have that than a negative person that says, "Oh, imagine you do something like, oh, I really want to create this business," and negative person will say, oh, but what about this problem? What about all the paperwork you have to go through? It's not that good. I don't think it will work in this like city or whatever. I don't think that's a good market, whatever. Those people, they're pretty depressing because I don't know, like you're trying to do something new. You know it's going to be difficult. You know what you have to face. Sometimes you don't, okay, but you know that will be hard. And you want to move to the next level and do something with your life. And sometimes those people don't want you to level up because they will feel like they are not doing enough. So they try to bring you down. But if someone really likes you, like I'm not saying our parents, sometimes our parents come out a little negative because they want to protect us. They're afraid that we do mistakes, that whatever. But I mean, you have to understand it's their first time being a parent, probably. I don't know, you might have brothers, of course, but they want the best for you. And sometimes the best, I mean, not the best for you, the safest thing for you. Because sometimes the best thing for you is to take risks. But they want your safety first. So being safe in taking risks, it's not the same. It's not in the same realm. But yeah, you want positive people in your life, people that say, when they tell them, oh, I'm starting a business, and they say, wow, really? Damn, that's pretty awesome. How will you start it? Where do you gonna go? If you need some help, I can help with something that you need, and everything that motivates you to start your stuff, that wants you see succeed instead of bringing you down. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to cultivate a positive environment and mindset. A positive environment will help you for sure take yourself to the next level. Right now, I don't let many people into my life because of that. Sometimes you have to take people out of your life because they take a lot of energy and they are not people who motivate you to become better. You have to have people like that in your life that motivate you to become better, support you, and everything. If there's someone close to you that is taking your energy that you can use to improve your projects, to move towards your goals and everything, that is not the best thing. You have to take a step back and realize some people are not here in your life to make you better, and that's not good. That means that they probably don't like you as much as you think, I would say. And yeah, step number six. I mean, I wouldn't say step number six. You have to do this step since day one. So, is to take action. Everything is good when it's written or you do it here or whatever. But if you're not willing to take action and sometimes seeking support from people, like when you say mindset switch, sometimes you can't do it on yourself. You gotta take action and ask for help. That's why I say you might do it by talking to yourself or to others. Sometimes it's good to talk to others. I believe that a good team or a group of friends, like I said, positive environment, will give you so much more results than if you're doing it by yourself. Like a supportive community around you will help you so much and take you from, imagine you can achieve your goal in 5 years by yourself. It will take you from 5 years almost for a year or two. It's incredible how much a supportive community around yourself will help you improve in every aspect of your life. Um, and yeah, taking action. If you are not willing to take action, everything that is written is just written, right? Not put into work. Yeah. And when it comes to seeking support, I would say also be humble enough to ask people when you don't know or don't understand. Don't think, oh, he will think I'm dumb for asking it or whatever. That's not true. If you're humble enough to ask it in a good way, not a rude way, people will almost every time try to help you. Okay? Because if you humble enough to know that you don't know or don't understand, people won't judge you, honestly. Unless he's like a dickhead. That is, I mean, even people like that, if you're humble enough and ask, they will probably help you. Even like the rich dude who comes on a Lambo and it's all flashy, if you ask for help, I don't know who is the billionaire that helps someone with something. There was a guy who asked him, how did he do something? I don't know if it's Steve Jobs or someone like that in the beginning, like not in the beginning when he's poor, but like when he started to get some fame and money. And that man asked him, and he actually told him some information or stuff that help him, the other person, create their business because they were humble enough to ask it. You have to be humble enough to acknowledge that, hey, I don't know this. Can you help me with that? I would really appreciate your help because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. uh, I've tried this, but I don't seem to get it right. So can you give me some advice or something? And people will help, you know? Um, but yeah, that's a good step. But you have to be humble enough. I mean, I've talked about embracing change, but in order to do that, you have to be humble enough to embrace the change and self reflect. And that takes a lot of humility in yourself to do that. So don't be cocky. That's the resume for this episode. Don't be fucking cocky. Yeah, and the last step I would tell about this is embrace the growth and the change. What do I want to say with this? Well, this one I comes out to gratitude, because when you're down, you feel bad. But if you bounce back, sometimes you will feel really cocky and be like, "Oh, damn! I was so down, and now I achieved this, so I'm better than everybody, and uh, I'm able to do stuff that other people won't." No, just be grateful. Be grateful that the world gave you that problem, that you solved it. The people around you helped you. Wasn't just you alone. Believe me. Um, and embrace that the growth. See that you've grown as a person, and now you can help other people. Be humble enough to do that. Don't just get success to yourself only. You know. Um, I'm I've really been preaching that lately in my life, especially this year, is to be grateful. And I don't want to be like, imagine you do your best and reach your goals and you're at the top. But how good is being at the top? How good is being at the top if you're alone? It's gonna be as sad as being at the bottom. But maybe someone who is at the bottom and has a really good group of positive people, is in a positive environment, will be much happier than you that are at the top alone, and everybody hates you and talks shit about you, and no one really cares about you, just care about your money, the opportunities you can give them. That's not good. You will feel like people are using you. And if you embrace the growth and be grateful for the growth and the aspects of your life that happened, and because when you're grateful, you will see that you'll be grateful for the problems, but the problems will bring people and stuff that happens that will make you see that you didn't solve that problem or reach your goals alone. And yeah, that will make you cocky because you know that you need other people or stuff to happen to make you reach your goals. You can't build a house without the help of other people. Like, I don't know, people that make I'm just rambling because I just talked about building a house and I don't know nothing about building houses. But yeah, so okay, let's do the gym. You go to the gym and you work hard and you have the biggest squads in the world. But someone had to build the machines, someone had to build the weights and everything. So for you to be able to reach that quad development and have the best squads in the world, someone had to give you the information or create the information that you use to develop those squads. You needed your parents to be born. You literally need two people to exist. So stop being cocky, be more grateful for life, opportunities, people, and everything. And embrace the growth. I think that's it pretty much for today. To bring your mindset to the next level. But I'm going to read all the, how did I say? Aspects first. I don't know. So first, you gotta embrace the change. You gotta want to change and move towards your purpose and your why. Then you have to switch your mindset. I mean, embracing change and switch your mindset are kind of on the same level. Then you gotta be resilient. To be resilient is to be able to push through the bad times, the bad days, the bad experiences, because you know that in the end you're going to become a better person, and that is an opportunity not a problem. Then you have to cultivate positivity. So you got out of your problem, you became a better person, or you got a cool opportunity. But with that success that you had throughout that storm, it can be a 2 week storm, and you come out and, oh, I did this, it was incredible. Look, in the last 4 months, I lost 30 kilos, whatever. And someone comes up to you and says, damn, that was pretty cool. Um, and you, that was pretty cool. I would want you lose 30 kilos as well. How can I do it? That, dude, try to motivate that person. Don't tell them that it's difficult, it's pretty much impossible. Just tell them, oh, dude, it's possible. I'm just a person. I did it. You just got to do this. And I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. Everybody can if they want to. So you just got to take it easy, take it by yourself, a step at a time. Don't worry too much about the future. Give everything you have every day to become the better person and reach your goal. And then is to take action. The sixth point I made was taking action, um, and noticing that you can't do stuff by yourself sometimes. So yeah, just embrace the change, do some self-reflection, cultivate positivity, and then in the end, embrace growth, be grateful, and help others. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. I think this was is a cool series that I did, where I talked about the creation of the podcast in the first one, and then the power of a why, of searching for your why and your purpose. That is a big thing. And now we kind of use that purpose to reach the next level, that is to change our mindset and the way we look at life. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this episode. I hope you guys liked it. So comment below, share with your friends. I'm sorry. And see you guys in the next episode. See you.